Hello, everyone, come from every part of the world. Today, I have to confess and explain one thing. For more time, I ever just recorded two videos. Just want to talk about something that is just whatever the affection or just the expression or just the thoughts in my mind that is toward the very respectable brave hero President Trump. So actually I have pondered that moment time. I really confounded. So that is become original videos that is just dress up and talk something that is from my feelings, especially the content is just what I'm just my inner honest thought about the respect, esteem to the President Trump. But actually, original my concept is not correct. It's not correct because just I just have some not very correct. You can say that it's incorrect. The idea is just the comprehension on the dresses. Just how you just to tidy up yourself and in front screen. So I select to dress up. So only the term I can use to dress up. So I just make myself just a little bit formal, but the content is just all around, not very elegant. So just people will say that if you want to wear some costumes just appropriate to the banquet, or just some bold receive bold, or just the other occasion is just like the just like the banquet. So you have to know when you just wear this kind of costume and you dress up and you wear jewelry, and the content is cannot be so just be just too far away, depart from actually what you have just put on your body, all the just accessories included dresses, jewelry, or just your makeup. So I have to apologize, especially the President Trump. So I just powder and just select just the regular safe. I cannot say that is appropriate. The safe territory about the image or just the clothes that I want to use in the video, especially the content is about the very important, that is just a kind of just a political affairs or just the economic affairs or just science, just like this topic is just can live from the academy. So today, I just want to in the suit, just today, I only want to just talk something about some news. I just discover. I just want to be sitting here and just talk about this news and give some encouragement to the President Donald Trump. So after so many times, the promoting and the claiming from the President Trump's speech, he always will just remind people what he has done. So not always, but sometimes he will just remember to just remind us. So what is today I want to say? Okay, so we all know the reciprocal tariff. So actually this news is just like this. The reciprocal tariff might just touch the line that is just will be illegal or just rebel the laws. But here's still 4 kinds tariffs still just under the processing. So I just want to say that some officials in the government alert the conclusion if the President Trump just stop or cease, make it just temporary or just very long time to just close the topic of the tariff that will just go into the administration or execution. That will appeal the revenge from the foreign countries. That is just to based on American to talk about. So what is the content? The President Donald Trump just referred the IEEPA. What is the IEEPA? That is International Emergency Economic Power Act. So he just brought and just to use the act to just invite so many countries and just through out his policy, that is the reciprocal tariff. So, but in American, the Washington Federal Tour Appeal Court, they just defined this is illegal collection. It is illegal collection. So some certain officials in the White House all strengthened this judgment will just cause very serious influence. And some experts also analyze if it is true, the illegal correction about the tariff. The American government might have to just throw out that $100 billion tariff from the government, the American government. So what I talk about the rebelled action on the tariff. According to the report in the CNN, so the 29th day, the Washington D.C. tour court, appeal courts, they claimed maintain the lower court that they just give the tariff the judgment to define this is illegal. They indicate the IEEPA doesn't have the authorization to the president to have the power do these things. Do what things? Just collection the tariff from other countries. This is also the Constitution to give grant to Congress the core power. So therefore, the court to put the order and obey the execution time to postpone to the October. So if that is postponed to the October, so then now the September, the tariff still under efficiency. So that is also give the government, the Trump government can just offer the appealing time. So what is I told about the revenge from foreign countries? Actually, the President Trump response, if the reciprocal tariffs will be eliminated, that will be a definitely disaster to the countries. So the minister of financial department he present the temporary stop about the tariff lead cause the dangerousness on the diplomatic embarrassment. So if in a moment time they just intercept or do anything to stop, to make it just under the stop situation, okay, stop situation might will just suffer the revenge from other countries. So the Secretary of Commerce, the lieutenant, he said, claimed the illegal on the tariff, the judgment will just cause the American the harmfulness that is cannot return back. So, and it is possible we'll just cancel out the trade protocol, the trade protocol that has been announced by the President Trump, and some association with the Europe, especially the British or just the Japan. So, by the way, some news some news, just like the news weekly. The federal tour appeal court, its judgment cover 10% benchmark in the present time. So now temporary start the reciprocal tariff and the tariff is on the medicine is called fentanyl. I don't know if you know the fentanyl. FANTAYL, fentanyl. That is just indicate point to the China, Canada, Mexico. But the judgment will not interfere the American tour the cars or the accessories of cars, steel, aluminum, etc. That is just depend on the 232 terms to just collect the tariff. So the New York think tank, the Roosevelt institution, the trade expert Todd Tucker, he just directly and frankly to talk about these judgments will do very huge harm to the President Trump. All his second tenure or just around the Dodge expel the illegal immigration and trade and trade association. But if the American don't have the idea, they just can't do anything about this. About what? Just to demand the reciprocal tariff. Why? All the country from outside, the foreign countries still want to take time to do the negotiation. So the News Weekly reported pointed out from the April, the tariff has been collected, has passed over $10 billion. Okay. So the court will demand the American government to refund the several billions dollars from the tariff to just refund. So here's some data reveal. Till the July, the tariff income has reached the $142 billion. So to compare the last year, it's just almost just a turn to the 2 times. So that means the refund scope and the field territory might reach $100 billion. So the Ministry of Justice also alert that will cause very severe impact to the federal finance. Not only the income will just reduce, they still have to pay immense refund on the tariff. That is just like a disasters on the finance. So the Clinton government's here is an official called William Rancid. He analyzed the judgment from the court might just push the American custom and some bureau to start to calculate the import goods. If finally the court judge the illegal tariff and to just cancel it out, the merchant just from the import side can just apply the refund to just take back their money. If they have paid, still can just find some low methods to just apply to the custom. So the William Rancid also speaks frankly and very clearly, directly. Although the import merchant might obtain the refund, but the tariff leads the price all ascending up. So the consumers, they will not get any refund. So because the import merchant, they don't have any obligation to just put this money back to the consumer. Okay, that is all the approximate content today that I want to say about the tariff encounter some situation is a little bit complicated in the puzzle. You can say that it's really so toilsome. Laborious things coming up. We cannot deny this. The affliction is so much. So that is just a very challenge plan we have to think about how to solve it. So, but although today I just talk this content like this, but here still have another way might can just give some hope to the president government. So the invest strategist Steve Wyatt, from the book Financial, he expressed, although the court will do the judgment, but here is still other method can replace the major tariff has been declared. So some research report also pointed out, also the court defied and do the judgment to the Trump government on the tariff and cause the frustration. So, but from the president's side, they can find other way to just still continue the tariff quickly. Why I say this? If you remember the 1974, here a law is about trade. The law about trade. In this law, the terms, the 122 terms, the term say that allow the president, they can use the 15% similar tariff to replace the 10% the overall tariff quickly. So if the situation is just like this, we can just realize maybe the government can just find other way to just make the interest or income come to the United States just by other methods. So actually, if you always think about the tariff, so that is a protection mechanic system when just the government want to just demand and show out the limit or just some rules they want to require some tariff from other countries. So in order to make the government don't do something that is just a little bit touch or step in the territory that is illegal, so they will just offer or just order, they will just to make the law. Just I have told you that maybe that might be illegal. So if it is possible, I think the government should just find the very excellent lawyers team to just conquer the judgment from the court, because the judgment is from the court who reject and stop you to continue the processing of the reciprocal tariff. It is the federal two-peer court. So you have to indicate this part and think about how we can to conquer and encounter this challenge from the court. You have to have a very excellent attorney team. So this is the one way. Another way is you can just select some certain countries. You may use other selection or choices to just make a good negotiation with them. Later, this country can just make a cooperation with the American to late it is possible the Americans still can just gain some income or interest from these countries. So that is another point. We can just to find some clue or just some way just to make some loneliness. So actually American has been so loneliness because they have to just make some negotiation to so many countries about reciprocal tariffs. So actually, I think that is just like a loneliness, and to show that the wilting situation in the American economic. So actually, that is not meaning American is still very strong. Just the President Trump want to solve the problem in the American. That is why his slogan always to make the American great again, make the American come back to the ever prosperous circumstance. So that is all I just want to explain more, just humbly. So actually, if you really know about us, to make the negotiation on the reciprocal to so many countries, actually the position from the American is not very high. That is the loneliness positions, and still reveals out the wilting economic situation in the American in the former decades. That is why the President Trump team, the Republican Party want to stand out to do this policy, to won't get much supporting economic interest income to the country, to protect and maintain the country's steady on economy. So I don't have so excellent or precise method in the way. I just I just want to give some encouragement to President Trump. So this is today I want to talk about. And another thing, recently here is the news. The President Trump and the First Lady Melania Trump, they go to the United Nations. The teleprompter and the skeleton all just out of order. So and then then President Trump has just a very stunned speech on the United Nations, and actually he just honestly to just express and just explain his thoughts, and want to present on the presentation of the speech to let the United Nations know something that is real. Just like actually the President Trump, he has seized 7 wars in the whole world, but in a period of time, he just very hardworking in doing ceasing fire stuff on the 7 countries, but the United Nations didn't do anything to assist him. So some people say that in that moment in time, when the UN has begun, that is a very significant thing in the whole world. But after so many decades till now, present times the United Nations more or less has lost some certain influence that they ever had in the past time. So that is why the President Trump will just frankly speak, frankly spoke that he just disappointed about the United Nations. But afterward, he still strengthened, accentuate, and strongly to just say they still very welcome the United Nations and give the sufficient respect and very enough esteem to the United Nations. Why? Because the United Nations, although they has lost some authorization or just some professional ability or just some power on the international affairs, the United Nations has not like they ever had on the influence and the power and ability and the almighty or anything like the past time. So, but the United Nations still very, very important. And the UN, the United Nations, is a very important institution in the whole world. Why President Trump want to by those moments like this content to just make this speech address? Just he want not only in front of the media, he wanted the United Nations know that some shortcoming from the United Nations still needed to be amended, to be just lead to the correct direction. And he just pointed out some very important problems, just like the world wars. Why the United Nations never just offer or just refer, they want to do some assistance to help the American to cease the world wars. So that is reveal that actually the United Nations, their alerting habits become so cohesion. So, but the United Nations still very important because here are so many countries in the United Nations. So he still have to just come to the United Nations to just maintain the Americans, the United States of Americans status in the United Nations, because they cannot do the thing is just permanently depart from the United Nations. So if the teleprompters still work, so maybe that will be a very excellent speech. So, but actually, if in my point of view, actually President Trump, he can try that day the content of the speech. He can just talk about what he has done on the merit from his policy, whatever the first tenure or second tenure, to talk to the United Nations. He has been responsible, and after having obligation, what he has done
to just draw out his transcript. This is very important things in the first, to responsible to the United Nations. So, and second, to just alert the United Nations if you forget to give some assistance on the world wars. So, and that is also discover some cohesion shortcoming from the United Nations, but we can understand United Nations now, what they care about, what they have to do under the administration has been different from the past time. In the very long-term time, decades, the authorization and the administration in the United Nations has changed a little bit. So I think that is a moment time. President Trump and the United Nations have to have some meeting to just to realize each other. If it is doomed to be to just acknowledge the power in the UN has descending down. So actually American has the right to just make a part of distance from the UN. So here you say that the American has not paid a fee to the UN for many years. So that reveal actually the function and the efficiency from the United Nations gradually has descended down. So that is revealed that, but the United Nations is still a very important institution, and by to just maintain the countries prudent politeness. President Donald Trump still just offer the very high respect and very important esteem to the United Nations. So I think that is great. That is great. But my point of view, I think that speech after you just responsible for telling out your transcript on your political achievement, you can just say something that is a very good suggestion to the United Nations, respect of blaming them on certain problem. So you can just use a way that the tone is soft, under courtesy, and very polite, to show your gentleman temperature. Show your characteristic is just very generous. So to just give out your point of view, that is not only show your level is so high on the intelligence, and also that is appear your elite ability. You can give the solution to the United Nations, and you can give an excellent suggestion to them to replace of blaming them, and modify and hesitate, just disguise, cover, and just don't unveil out your frustration or your disappointment about the United Nations, and to speak something that is just make people feel you just like to do some aggressive speech and address to the United Nations. That is better. That is better. When you prepare to stay in the United Nations, you have to prepare that today you must be excellent in front of the United Nations and in front of the whole world, and you will do very high level excellent expression on the speech. So you have to cover your honest image and do you are really so like a elite character. That is my suggestion. Because after this incident, some commentator will just discuss about this. They say that you are too bold and a little bit just let the United States of America lose some their good image in the United Nations and in front of the whole world. So that is very pity part. Okay, so time is up. Today is all about this. I want to just share with you all, and if all the time I still have the available place, I will just prepare something. If you like to listen something about President Trump or the American news, I will just share here. And because my time is limited, this is not my work. I have my job, and I still want to offer my science video. So this kind of video, Krystle talk, will not be so numerous. I will select some news to just talk about. So maybe all the time we can talk about other things people care about so much. Okay, thank you for your watching. So hope next time we can have a more welcomed issue or topic to just share. Okay, thank you for your watching. See you next time. Bye bye.